spell for Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress Racing comes to a close at Phoenix. He slides to the finish line while they crash behind him. Keselowski threads the needle as cars crash to the checkered flag.
I don't understand why they didn't throw the caution there. The 10 car was losing a lot of fluid.
Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, all torn up. Patrick in the middle of it.
Around goes Vickers.
Oh, no, another one.
Low. Watch me, both sides. Come on.
Oh, this is wiping out half the field.
This is a big one on the backstretch at Phoenix.
Look at that.
Ryan Vickers got sideways and then was perpendicular to the field. There's his silver car up against the wall.
My goodness.
Jamie McMurray, part of the pileup. Bobby Labonte, after a great Daytona 500 with front end damage.
Let's see if we can
Jeff
see.
Burton,
Look at Burton.
all torn up. Darrell, let's take one look here. Clint Boyer's just gone to the garage.
Here's Ryan Vickers out here, and again off turn 2, he gets turned around. Looked like he may have got hit by the 56. Nowhere to go.
All right, we'll sort it out after this.
Enough, but he's still on the outside of that 20. The 20 gets loose.
20 loose. Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch. What a
Danny
restart.
into the side of the 41. The 41 in the fence.
And now they're sideways. The 11 goes down. The 9 gets caught. The 41 involved. Championship contenders involved here. Look at the damage to the 41 of Kurt Busch. The 9, a lot of damage to the right side for Chase Elliott. Those two coming into this race were 5th and 6th in the points.
Eric Jones in the middle. Kurt Busch down into the corner. Jones gets loose, takes the 41 up the track. Here comes Denny Hamlin. He thinks he's probably clear of all these guys.
Contact.
Comes up off the corner and gets into the 41, and that's when it all begins.
Yeah, they just got together and never could get apart. And then the 9 car, minding his own business, right side, tore off his car. Just look like that once your cars, it's hard to explain, but in the car, once the contact starts right here, the 11 up the track.
Oh, Denny was a little loose. You
yeah.
see him check the back of the car a little bit.
Into the 41. 41 in the wall. That shoots him back to the 11. And now it's just on. You saw the 41 in the wall again. Then watch the 41. He now turns left, not intentionally. He didn't mean to do that. And there's the 9 car. 9 cars championship hopes go away right there, as well as the 41.
And again, both drivers were below the cutoff line entering this race, but both had fought at different times during this race and were in the top 4 in points. Both had been up front and led laps. And now both the championship hopes and that journey will end at this race.
You can see right there, Denny's turned to the right, chasing the back of the car up the racetrack into the 41.
I want to know what the 78 Martin Truex Jr. is thinking right about here.
Yeah, watch how hard he has to hit the brakes to avoid all this.
We were just talking about that off air a little bit. Like, what do you do as a crew chief? Like, I'm a Martin Truex Jr., I'm like, oh, I got to stop. Maybe it's time to get away from all this. You're good in points.
You can see Jason Leclerc got a little bit loose there. That was in turns middle of 1 and 2. And he gives him plenty of room. He takes the apron, and so it doesn't put these other 2 cars in jeopardy. And then Leclerc just dumped him.
And there's J.D. Martin coming in. Wow.
Yeah, by Morgan Shepherd.
Up until this moment, Elliott Sadler was the only driver running at the finish in all 32 races of 2011. Unfortunately for Elliott and his fans, that string's over.
That tells it all right there.
Of course, while all this was going on out on the track, the team is watching intently.
No, but what a great pass by Logano.
Oh, no!
Elliott Sadler into the wall. The championship. Luke Lambert can't believe it. Elliott can't believe it. The caution flag is out.
Very same corner as last year that his championship hopes went away.
Brendan Gaughan in the 33. All right, here we go. You said it, same place as last year.
Same place. It looks like he doesn't have anybody to blame. Looks like he got right in the left rear and cold whip.
And then the worst of it,
triggered it.
He hits the wall, and then the 33 hits him.
He's in it. They both run off the racetrack. There's more trucks off the track than on it. Little contact. There's the blocking.
The 99 of Sargent, the 97 of Jesse Little, and the 16 of Ryan Truex.
What the hell just happened?
We don't know either.
Watch these trucks, Vince, as they all dive off the road down the back straightaway.
There's the 97 and 99. They go down. The 16 there at the very bottom.
They're 4 wide underneath the racetrack.
And they all have to funnel into turn 3, and there just simply isn't room.
Yeah, too many trucks trying to get into one spot. There was just no room.
Sure,
yeah,
Ryan
when you go
Truex,
down off the track, you got to have, when you come back up,
it's a funnel.
There were way too many trucks trying to get back on the racetrack and have about 50 feet wide to try to make that corner.
Great pictures from our Fox Sports team here. Look at that. 5 wide we see there.
And only one of them on the racetrack.
And Truex is trying to make it 6 wide.
Look at Gilliland there. Just barely gets into the back of the 99 of Sargent. A little bit of damage to that pedigree truck.
Chase Briscoe got
rear quarter panel, Phil. He's up beside Ron Hornaday going down into turn 3. It's very difficult to keep your truck up under you when you've got another truck. Oh, problems already. There goes Ron Hornaday. He turns around. Into the wall he goes. The left front of the truck. And problems with the 71 getting into him as well.
Johnny Benson got a piece of that. He got a piece of Ron Hornaday.
Johnny Benson. Yes, on the right side of that truck, more damage. These two trucks separated by just 6 points, and they didn't even make it to the start-finish line for lap 1. I think that truck's going to be fine. Take another look. This is getting into turn 3. Kyle Busch just drives up on the outside of him, gives Ron plenty of room, but Ron slides up the hill and gets into Kyle Busch.
Had to chase that truck up the hill. He made contact. Kyle does a nice job saving his truck, but Ron Hornaday cannot keep that truck out of the outside wall, and J.R. Fitzpatrick, who had a great qualifying effort, came in and made some pretty hard contact with the 33 of Hornaday.
They're still wrecking. The track was pretty much blocked. You know, when you go down in that turn and someone's spinning like Hornaday was, the visibility's terrible.
I'll tell you what, though, Chad Knaus and the guys, and even Jimmy, are probably thinking, man, these are going to be the longest. Whoa, there goes the 5-car round.
Yellow.
Oh,
whoa, and it gets hit. Riggs is there, the 97 of Ambrose.
Look at this 28 car. Is that the 38 car? All jacked up in the back. Somebody's underneath him. So much we can't even see who that is. Got a little fire out the exhaust.
That's the 84 of Scott Speed that he's up on the hood of.
He put it in gear trying to drive off, but no traction.
He's got a Ford Fusion in his windshield, and Speed able to climb out of the car.
That's what you call getting somebody jacked up, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. They put the red flag out right now. They're stopping the cars short of all of this. Zone for the last. They don't want to run them through this debris.
Watch the Montoya and the contact there with the 5-car of Mears.
Wow.
Just hard racing through that dog leg.
Yeah, Casey Mears' great day went south in a hurry.
And all these other guys see are getting involved here. Oh, Marcus Ambrose having a good run there. Looks like he got a piece of that.
Yep.
Got into the back of Riggs. 0-1 able to get through, and then there's the contact with the 84, the 70, 38, 77 up against the wall.
70, who had just got back onto the lead lap in the previous caution.
7th, low treble front straightaway, big pile up. Danica Patrick and the 34 of David Reagan.
You're all set.
Blue right front.
All right, 10-4.
She and her Stewart-Haas teammate Ryan Newman, now both those cars pretty well destroyed with right front tire issues.
But Darrell pointed out earlier, it's almost like their cars were driving similar. Obviously, both of them had the same problems. You can see it right here. Just dead in the middle of turn 4, the car just goes straight.
That's probably what caused her to come. Let's see what happens here with her. You're hearing. That person.
Get low if you can. Low if you can. Pack's coming outside of you. You're good right there. You're all set.
Well, the first big noise was the tire. The second was the barrier.
Happened to Jimmy Johnson here last fall. Probably cost him a championship.